stuck under that wing right there. Shit's flying everywhere. Yeah.
One, it just can fall.
Get 500 veterans and truckers running over there, you know. They'll be gone. Yep, this is history. If this doesn't do anything now, maybe when I'm dead and gone in the future, people can look back at this and go, oh shit, that's really what was happening there. I never knew that.
Green.
It takes a long time to get a big rig moving. But once it gets rolling, it's hard to stop it.
Yes, definitely friendly fire.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? Heads up, forward. Get the hell out of the way, something. I just sat up there and laughed and watched that shrapnel go everywhere.
Sorry, there's people walking around me and it bounces the whole stand. Plus with it zoomed, y'all see like every single bounce.
I'm pretty sure they're
trying to keep it to a minimum. You gotta let the kids play, man. You gotta let the kids play.
See, I've been here since Sunday. You know, I lost my bearings as of where I'm at. I don't think I've been over this side yet. I don't think there was a whole lot of people over here until they moved everybody. Yeah, these people that are camping and sitting by the fires.
I'll go over to the other side here in a little bit.
Walking up to them, live streaming and shit, doing whatever they're doing. So I just kind of glance by and when I walk by. So yeah, I'm just giving everybody the view. You know, I would be walking around this place looking at everything.
I think they said something about it's the last trucker in the lot. You gotta buy them all beer tonight.
I'm sorry, I can't provide you any food through here. I can do some virtual food, but I don't think that provides much sustenance. And I help this fella. Did he keep his trailer here? Did he moved it? Oh, no, it's here. So I helped this guy over here. He's parked behind this big cat. I helped him pull that on in so he didn't hit any of this equipment when he backed it in. He's got a slide on the side of it that won't retract. So he's got like 2 feet hanging off the side of it. So we squeezed him on in there. And he had to avoid all this crap too. Alright, so this parking back here is still pretty empty. Looks like they're just keeping everybody from being right back on the woods. So that's a river back there that runs back through there all the way around. River, river, river. So that whole back side of the track all the way around, we've got a river going around. Yeah, if people start getting out of control and ridiculous like that, they deal with it right away. That's not the image they're trying to portray here. That just makes things look bad. So, trying to avoid that as much as possible. Hell, they're trying to avoid it altogether. Let's see if Matt's in his car. What are you doing? Oh my. Really scared. What's up? Yeah. Yeah, I'm serious. The more on the ground, the better, you know?
Hi, I'm Amanda.
I'm Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Jeff was kind enough to let me crash at his hotel.
Yeah, my house, my hotel, whatever. My other house is moved over there. Yeah, we hung out last night.
Bro, I'm making a fucking convoy camping trip expedition, dude.
Yeah,
I talked to the military truck, that flat black one up there.
Yeah.
They let me honk the horn and sit in it, dude.
Really?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, that's fucking awesome, man.
Oh, bro. And maybe you guys are super cool, and the story is heartwarming.
Oh, yeah. No, I've heard it 10 times already, man.
Yeah.
It'll make you cry every time you hear it, you know? But like the lady that brought her husband's ash.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if she's still here, but she was here earlier. If you need,
What time's the meeting?
8. Yeah. So if you got questions about that or whatever, we can go through it.
I just downloaded Prison because Streamlabs was like freezing my life. Like I'd end it and it would like, it still said I was live. I even uninstalled the app and it was. Yeah.
That's the plan, I think.
I'll see you up there.
All right. That was Matt. He's another streamer that's here. We had a streamer meeting last night. He's been staying here in his car. And it was pretty chilly last night. And the showers here is, you know, it's an outdoor portable shower. And then you got the porta-johns. And, you know, it's not very fun getting out after you've been sleeping under some warm blankets and walking across the porta-johns or whatever. If you choose to do that. But so you hear that? That's still gunshots back there. It's after dark and that guy's firing weapons out there. Which someone said that guy's shot 2 people. Not here. It didn't happen here. It's like way back in the past. I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard somebody say that. Hey man, don't be taking his ladder. So that white ladder, that step ladder that's there, was my neighbor's ladder. I'm pretty sure it was my neighbor's ladder. It was behind his truck. I have to go over and see. I'm gonna go grab me a drink. And all them frogs. Oh man, this ice is cold. There it is. I need Coca-Cola right here. I should grab my jacket too, but I don't feel it's cold enough yet for a jacket. So if it does get cold quick, we'll trot back double time to the van and get it. I want to make sure I locked that. I'm pretty sure I did. All right. We're golden, pony boy. Let's go. So anybody who is in here that is not aware, T is my wife. Some of your basic, not so personal questions, she can answer in the event that I'm not paying attention to the chat. She's trying to keep up. I don't have slow chat on, so sometimes it goes flying through. Yeah, there are some pretty nice. I don't know if that's the truck that was at the Pilot gas station. It came right by my house, so we tried to meet up with that convoy. But, yeah, faith by fear was telling me that to look for this guy, and I've been kind of trying to look, but
you got 5 feet. Come on, driver, you're good to go.
yeah, don't tell my wife that I'm looking for a wife.
Go ahead. Would you go come back by here? I'll be rolling around. I'm waiting on the X-ray to get in the truck. I'll be rolling around. Come on, boy. Anybody know what time of the meeting tonight? Anybody know a time for a meeting tonight? Hey, 8 o'clock meeting. 8 o'clock meeting tonight.
The dog is,
Appreciate it.
they're like, I want to play, I want to play.
Now, anybody know what
One's always like, I don't know about you. Got to feel you out first.
I'll tell you what, I heard that chicken falls right off the bone, driver. Come on.
I just came back from there. They got chicken, mashed potatoes, ziti, and tuna casserole, fruit
Whoa.
and salad.
Wow,
Awesome.
That's what's for dinner.
Great deal to me.
that was the menu. Yeah, I'm working my way back up there now. We walk over here. I'm gonna get this. We need some firewood. I got some firewood here. How's it going, man?
There you go. Hiding from you again there, white light. Yeah, I'm going to check and see who's up here on the front gate.
I think I got time. I'm gonna walk through the middle line of trucks here. I don't think I've gone that way in a while.
Trench, you're not supposed to be working right this moment. You're supposed to be taking a break. There's somebody up here.
Only here will someone say, hey man, you're not supposed to be working right now. You're supposed to be on break.
Hey, I'd like to let everybody know there's a black Jeep with a little camper down by the maintenance building. There's coolers on the back of that camper. Free beer for everybody.
Whoa.
Awesome.
Coolers on the back of the camper got beers in them.
Explain
Of course.
Cold, free. I think that's good.
Oh yeah. Free cold beer, you can't beat that.
I ain't leaving till it's gone, so I just want you to drink up. It's not Coors Light, well, good.
These chuckers, man.
I can only hide to get some just for the...
Hopefully you can hear them over there.
Right?
Pinball stampede.
Exactly. You're going to have more company than one. You know what to do with, right? I'm getting ready to go walk and hide. You better.
There's the mobile mechanic that rides with the convoy. Saw him yesterday. There was a guy here in a Z71 pickup truck that hit something. If you haven't heard this story yet, hit something and ripped the whole right rear brake, you know, rotor, and or not the rotor, is a drum. He knew had disc brakes, but so yeah, the drum, where the axle broke the axle. I mean, all kind of messed it up pretty bad. I don't know how the hell he got it all the way over here, but he went somewhere nearby and got him a new rear end to put in it. That mobile mechanic jumped on it. About 2 hours later, the guy had a new brand new used rear end in his truck, driving around like right after. I got video of it. It's in there somewhere. Okay, so we're gonna hang with this guy because he's playing music. I'm gonna step behind here. Hold on, it's gonna get kind of loud for a minute. Sorry, man. Trying to get him. Yeah, I thought the guy was calling me. That's the headquarters, command center, whatever. We'll get back over there later and listen to that guy. So I don't have to worry about any copyright issues with him, because he's singing about freedom. Mr. Sasnak's truck. Nice ride. Maybe I'll get in there and do a walkthrough of his cab. All right, sloshing through the mud again. Let's get back on over here to where Butch is at. We'll get set up on his cab again, or his hood, and get it all steady.
Red goes in there. Look at that. Oh.
All right, there you
And
go.
where do I find a spoon?
Straight
Already in the back.
right in the middle,
Thank you
by
so
that
much.
sign.
Exactly. But right now, it's one day at a time. I wake up to see how I feel. Leave. Dead.
Cheese bread. It's still nice and warm. There he is.
Hey,
What's going on?
the infamous, the notorious.
The notorious. Thanks. I cannot thank you enough for grabbing my book last night. I was like, I don't even know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking, but is it? Yeah, no rush. What's that?
I saw you my bag right now.
Oh, yeah.
You got your hands full, man. You're good.
I do. They got French fries. I heard it's amazing. Everyone thinks it's great. It smells great. It smells great. And then, you know, they got the track light.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, look at that. The beauty light.
Let's give it some ambiance. We'll give it the, look at that.
Yeah, right?
We'll give it that soft look. And absolutely delicious. Decadent.
Full homemade. Perfect.
Lovely. Lovely. How you doing, man? Good. All right. So things didn't go as well as we'd have hoped at the meeting.
Not
today.
at all.
Tell us about it, man. A lot of people are asking questions. I know you probably already pulled your stream about it.
Yeah.
I just went live, so we'll jump right in. Just so you guys know, this is WYSIWYG on YouTube, Facebook. You're all over the board.
All over the board.
And
now
Wizzy-
on Rumble.
Dude, it's been one big Rumble advertisement, dude.
The Freedom platform.
Apparently it works, but in WYSIWYG, in case you guys want to know, it's what you see is what you get. So if you're looking for the acronym and you can't remember because I was having a devil of a time and I was like, oh yeah, I know what it means. Why not just go with it? I figured it out. So tell us about today and what happened. Yeah.
So, we had heard that there was going to be a meeting with the Alaskan senator, and we got the call that they had changed the venue. They were moving it inside. Originally, it was supposed to be on the steps of the Capitol, and he was told that Sergeant at Arms Yeah, at this point it's yeah, I'll catch up with you after.
For all the good stuff.
I'm not going to get too political tonight because I just had an amazing afternoon, and it was an afternoon spent with many of you, being able to finally have a moment to walk around and go out there, and hang out with people by the fire, and share stories, talk about what happened today on Capitol Hill. Just a good night. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but man, is the vibe good tonight here. You know, I seriously, I feel ashamed of this. I'm going to touch on that later. Hold on one second. Who's coming up to do the prayer? Coming up to do the prayer? Come on up. You come do the prayer tonight.
Feel no shame, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's go before the Lord. Father, you know the stars by name, and yet they're without number. Every grain of sand that rests upon every beach throughout the world, you placed intricately. How much more are we special to you than all of creation? As we gather here tonight to be inspired, to be encouraged, may we do so with the knowledge that we're intimately loved by you. And it is with that love that we can love one another. No performance, no judgment, and there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Father, I pray for a grace that we entreat our neighbors as ourselves. And I just ask, God, that you would dispel the spirit of fear, the spirit of thievery, and the spirit of violence from this place. And let there be a unity. Amen. We pray for our leader, Brian, that you would strengthen him, you would keep him, speak to him in the night season, give him wisdom and guidance. And may we trust him as he trusts you to guide this movement to accomplish your purpose. Because the eagle is soaring. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen.
God bless America.
Let me start with this real quick.
Freedom!
Yeah. Looks like.
Point was made. Tonight, actually I'm going to start with this. Some folks have criticized lately about what I did today. If you're not tracking, if you weren't catching the live stream, we were supposed to have a meeting today on the Capitol steps with a certain senator from Alaska. Now, I don't know the outcome of that meeting because I decided not to go in. I decided to walk away from it. I walked away from it because they weren't willing to have it live streamed for you all to see how that meeting took place. Now I'm being criticized because they say that I'm throwing people that are on our side under the bus. But here's what I have to say. If they were really on our side, then they wouldn't be afraid of talking in front of a live stream that they support us. And if they ain't willing to say it out loud and in public that they stand beside us, then they don't stand beside us. Now, if you're one of those individuals that seem to be insulted by my actions today and walking away from that meeting, well, I'm sorry, I guess, for that. No. I'm talking. I know not many of you here feel that way, but there's others out there in the public that do feel that way. And here's the thing: I don't care if you're a conservative candidate or a liberal candidate. I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican that's currently sitting in office. I don't care. I don't care what side of the aisle. I really, seriously, do not care. I don't align with either one of them. I don't align with either one of them because both sides have lost touch with who the American people are. And if you're going to stay there and say that you want to meet with us, well, then you better be willing to meet with us on a live stream so that the people of the People's Convoy can see what is discussed in that meeting. When I go into a meeting with someone, and maybe I'm not in that place to do so, but if I'm the one that goes into a meeting and I'm standing there talking about the People's Convoy, to me, the People's Convoy needs to be in that meeting. I might be the mouthpiece that's in that room, but all of you deserve to know what is discussed. And that's the way I'm going to continue to operate. So those of you out there in the world that might be upset by it, it's a pretty simple answer. allow the live stream to be a part of the meeting, because there are people back here in Hagerstown, there are people on the roads in the convoy, and there are people all across America following this, wanting to know, are we making progress or not? Yeah! I'm not going to go into a closed-door meeting and then come back and pretend like they were all good, happy-go-lucky, here's another dog and pony show. I'm not doing that. That's not who I am. That's not who many of you are. You want to talk, you talk to all of us. Now, with that said, that doesn't mean cancel meetings necessarily. It just means I ain't going to be in it. It means that the constituent that they represent will be in that meeting. By all means, if you make a meeting and you invite me, I will gladly go to it. And I encourage all of you to make meetings with your constituents, and we'll figure out how to get you there. I don't know how to get you there, but we'll find some way to get you down to D.C. to meet with your legislators. We will definitely try to help in that any way that we can. I don't know how. And they might not be able to get you down there, so you probably have to arrange your own transportation to get down there. And you can't bring your trucks. Sorry, but you can't. Got to go by car, and you got to park it. Got to pay the meter and go to your meeting. But what I will say is I will not be a part of any meeting with any legislator from any side of the aisle that does not allow it to be live streamed.
Thank you.
Transparency is exactly what we need, because the lack of transparency is part of the reason why we're in the position that we're in right now. That's about as political as I'm going to get tonight, because I want to talk about something else that touched me near and dear to the heart today. I'm going to try to get through this without crying once again. Tonight, I got to escape the little bubble a little bit of the organizing of this thing and the logistics and the nightmare of planning and scheduling and interviews and all that stuff. I got to escape it a little bit tonight. I literally ignored my phone for like the last 3 hours so that I could go out back and I could go over there and I could go over there. I could go way out there. I could go all over this place tonight, and I did. And I'll tell you something. I am absolutely amazed by how many people are doing so many things. Have you guys seen the Med trailer? Yeah! I walked in there tonight and was literally blown away. I had no idea. I had no idea that thing was set up the way it is. There's literally cots in there. There's medicines. There's people that actually know what they're doing, standing there helping you, standing by to help you. They have somebody that stays there overnight just in case anybody needs to go to them during the night. They got blankets. They got heat packs. They got ibuprofen. They got everything, almost everything we need to take care of minor health conditions here. I'm not going to say that out loud. They'll censor us. But yes. But seriously, and then I go down and there's a funnel cake thing. Then I go over here and there's ice cream. I'm ashamed, personally, am ashamed that it took till now for me to finally make my way out there. And I'm sorry. And I'm sorry. That's been out there. I am sorry. From the volunteers like crazy, and they deserve the thanks. But the community that has been built here is absolutely amazing. There is no need to come up talk about the same stuff every single night when we got people out here that are I mean, seriously. Like, if you haven't made your way back there, or if you're back there and you haven't made your way up here, do it. Straight up. It is absolutely amazing. Amazing. I don't know about you guys, but the vibe tonight feels way different. Tonight feels good. Tonight feels like we all came together. Finally, we have all came together truly. This morning I felt like crap because I had to be in DC by 8 a.m. this morning, which ended up being a waste of time. But I had to be there at 8 a.m. this morning because I made an appointment, and I went down to try to do it. And the 8 a.m. thing happened. It was nothing to live stream. It was filling out some paperwork for something. That's all I'll say about it right now. But I wasn't here for the morning meeting. And then I find out who came up and how well it went. And, you know, I made a phone call and I said, here's some important things to put out. And I wanted to be the one to stand up here to tell you that cars were going to lead the way today. I didn't get to do that, but I'm happy at the individuals that got to put that out. And I'll tell you one thing, four-wheelers, thank you for doing an excellent job today. I don't know any other way to really showcase that this is truly the People's Convoy other than that, switching around who leads the pack. And I'll tell you, I'm glad we did it. It was amazing from what I understand and what I saw in the live streams. And by the way, I know he doesn't want recognized for it, but I'm going to say it anyways. Trucker G, are you here? He doesn't want...
know you're here.
He's thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting one another. Thank you for standing up. Thank you for your help. Thank you for the community. I mean, this is seriously, I think, what was that place called? Choppa that happened, right? That little community they had out west? Chaz, is that what it was? Yeah, I ignore it. But anyways, those folks can learn a thing or two. You guys, seriously, there is food everywhere I walk, and I'm never able to eat. By the time it's time for me to eat, the food's all gone. Well, it turns out all I got to do is walk between a few trucks and head out back between the cars and the campers, and there's food. There's lots of food. It's amazing. I mean, honestly, it is the way it's supposed to be. I honestly, I remember, like, I'm a second generation truck driver, technically third if you include the little bit my grandfather drove, but I didn't really get to experience that. So I consider myself a second generation truck driver. And I remember being a kid on the truck, and I remember all the grills that would break out in the back row of the truck stop, where guys would cook and hang out, talk trucker stories, talk whatever, you know, usually it's like the buck story, right? Oh, I saw this big 16-point buck. You know, the truckers would do the same thing. Oh, one time I was 110,000 pounds blowing the scale in Minnesota. You all know what I'm talking about. At least the truckers here do. But I remember that. And for the first time in my life since I was a kid in the truck with my old man, for the first time in my life tonight, I felt that again. You guys have brought that back to the industry, and thank you. You know what's crazy is people doubt what we're doing out there. Not a whole lot, but there are people out there that doubt what we're doing. There's people out there that don't believe that this can last. They think we're wasting our time. But what I saw tonight shows that we're only growing stronger by the day. You guys, thank you. Stop thanking me. Thank each other. Shake each other's hand and say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I also want to make clear that there are other co-organizers. I ain't the leader of crap. I'm just the mouthpiece. Seriously. I mean, seriously. No comment. What, they want an ugly bearded trucker in front of the cameras? Seriously, I mean, seriously, bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And thank you to all the organizers that are a part of this. Thank you to all the volunteers. I know we say it every single night, but I feel like it's never enough. Thank you to the media that chooses to be embedded with us even this many days in. Thank you for those that are covering the real story. Thank you to the YouTubers, the live streamers. Thank you to the people that just like to go live on their Facebooks and share the message. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, yesterday was a pretty awesome day. Yesterday was a really awesome morning. Senator Cruz came out here, he spoke to the crowd, and he jumped in that truck, and he literally scratched most of his day's schedule to be a part of us, to be here with us. And I think that's pretty impressive. No matter what you think of the guy's politics or him as or you know, his past, I got to say that's pretty darn respectable of him to come down here and do it. None of the others have done it yet. So I say, I honestly, seriously, no matter how you feel about him, my hats are off to Ted Cruz. Thank you very much for what you did for us. I think a lot of people could take a page from his book and what he did here. I really do. Some of you don't need a microphone. I can hear you over everybody. Some of you just need to go to the back and yell back at me. I don't even really know where to go from what I'm saying. I'm just seriously impressed with all of you. I'm amazed by the community that's been developed here, and it's absolutely amazing. And I don't even know how we got to this point. I would have never imagined. I think I said it before, but I'll say it again. You know, at the beginning of this, me and Mike Landis, we thought, you know what, I'm going to slap a couple American flags on my truck. I'm going to go up to Sacramento. He's going to go down to Barstow doing the same thing, and we were just going to live stream, start heading east. And that beginning of the plan turned into Adelanto, California, to all the way here. And then not only that, it turned into multiple convoys from multiple directions all coming in, till finally all these convoys coming together as one. It's absolutely amazing. It really, truly is. And I look forward to what we have coming up ahead yet. I mean, I don't know how we go back from this. I don't think you can. I think this is something that will live on forever. I think this is something that's going to be in the history books one day. This is a movement unlike anything I've ever seen before in my life. And like I said, the last time I felt the way I feel right now, I was a kid in the back row of a truck stop eating burgers off of some trucker I didn't know that was from Idaho, cooking them burgers on a grill. This is absolutely amazing. And what I saw tonight is exactly what the media should be covering. This is what the senators and the Senate and the House, the president, elected, unelected officials, city councils, school boards, mayors, governors, attorney generals, this is what they should be seeing. This is what they should be understanding who we are. They should be here experiencing this themselves. Bring up a camping chair and go sit back there at a fire or sit over here at a fire and enjoy a good burger, steak, brisket, whatever they're making, because they're making it all here. Just absolutely amazing. I'm going to bring up a gentleman. He's got a poem here. I'm going to let him take the mic for a little bit, and then I think I'll close it out, or we'll let Dr. Lock him up come on up. Not right now. He'll be up in a little bit. Calm yourselves. No. I'll put that out in a little bit, all right? We don't have to go nowhere. Here you go, man.
Let's give it up for Brian, our leader. Amen.
Stop saying leader. Co-organizer.
Let's give it up for Brian, our leader. You are what you are, man. Hey, listen, I want to first of all thank you all so much for making me feel so welcomed. Because I am, and you are, and we are America. My book, Poems for America, I wrote a poem every day for 50 days back in 2016 when my president, still my president, Trump, was running. And I didn't know what was happening. You know, God moves upon our hearts. And he spoke to my heart one day, and I wrote a poem that day called America in Trouble, when a known football player would not respect our flag. He took a knee. I'm not going to even name his name. The next day I wrote another poem, and then another poem, and then another poem, and then another poem. And I wrote a poem every day for 50 days, and it's in my book, Poems for America. I've already signed a copy to Brian. I'm going to read this poem I wrote recently, and I want to dedicate this to Brian. It's called, don't cry, bro. It's all right. It's called I Am America. Yeah. You know, I have soundtracks to all my poems, but I can't run them because I don't know which ones are royalty-free and which ones are not. And I don't want them to be blocked on social media, so I'm going to do this a cappella. I also have been asked, I'm going to be doing a small little Bible study on spiritual warfare because there's a spiritual component to this that we cannot ignore. God has gone before us, and he'll be with us. I pray this poem blesses you all. DJ, you don't have to work tonight, okay?
Go home, bud.
Right here, I ain't going nowhere.
I am America. Who am I? Who are you? Who are we as a nation when we refuse to celebrate the beauty of our pigmentation? To enjoy the God-given expression of our uniqueness as a person. I am black. I am brown. I am red. I am white. I am blue. I am America. How long will we allow ourselves to be held prisoner by this systemic system called racism, kept alive by an ideology of division, rooted in a self-righteous mindset that is twisted, a visceral of heart-sick, conscience-seared, soul disturbed, a darkness of ideology that plays the herd to their own detriment, a fear-baiting, deranged agenda that has bankrupted our moral compass and made us pretenders. I'm not who you say I am. I am free. As a man who defends, as a woman who nourishes, as an American who embraces liberty and stands for justice, as an individual with God-given gifts, bursting with capacity to love with passion, to live with courage, to give with compassion, to receive in humility. I will stretch forth my hand unto the God of this land. I will lift my voice and make a righteous noise. I will not react, I will respond. I will activate my vote for that which is true to rule. I will participate in this republic and lift my voice for truth. My faith will be released
and lift my voice for truth. My faith will be released to love beyond the wicked narrative of violence, destruction, and hate.
No matter what color their face.
I will embrace my neighbor.
Even when I cannot
no matter what
some do what they do.
Even when I cannot grasp why some do what they do,
even then, by God's grace,
the deepest
I
part
will yet love.
Even then, by God's grace, I will yet.
Black, I am brown. I am red. I am white. I am blue. I'm America. For those who don't think I am, you are blind, prejudiced from a self-righteous place. It's not about race. Hypocrites, ignorant, and cannot understand. I will pray for your troubled soul. Just know that you cannot stop from making America great again. Because I am America. Yeah, baby. Say that with me. I am America. Before I give this mic back to Brian, there's a group of people with us that has a special place in my heart. And that are the children that are here. The children that are here. God bless these children because they represent a history. One day they'll say, I was there. So we just want to bless the children. I have a few of these prints. Any print I sell, I want to give a percentage of my table to the children here. I want to give a percentage of my table to the children because they are to be treasured. And they're after our children. So God bless you all. Keep me in your prayers. Thank you, Brian. Praise God. Praise God. And he gets the first copy. This is the first copy at this event. He gets this. Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
He's seriously talented.
Man, next I'm going to have up the medic team up here. I got, Trucker G's here. Come up here, Trucker G. Come up here. You two also, come on. You come up here. Come on. Come up here. Why do you always have better flannels than me?
Because I'm better looking than you.
I'm going to steal his flannels. They look my size more than they look yours.
You want it?
No. I'm just
I
kidding.
lost 60 pounds.
Did you?
I did.
I'm trying to lose weight too. It helps when you don't eat.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Stress.
Trucker G, you weren't down here earlier, but we said a big, huge thank you for dropping your trailer and allow that med trailer to be there. And I know you didn't want recognition for it, but I don't care. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody give him a round of applause. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Thank all of you. Thank all of you. That's about all I can say. I'm speechless.
Thank you, buddy. Watch your step. Otherwise, the medics are going to need to look at you. And then I'm going to jack your flannel. No, I'm just kidding. No. After you.
Sure. Hi, I'm Rachel. Yeah, so the med tent, or I say tent, it's not a tent. It's definitely a trailer. But, yeah, if you all need anything, we have people over there. Just come on over. Even if it's a serious emergency, come on over. We'll get 911 coming. So we got a great team of people working for us. A really awesome team. Could not do any of that without them. We've got about 17, 18 people that have been volunteering. Randy and I got an opportunity to go down to D.C. today to talk to his representative. He's from Alaska. I'm from Texas. And when we were down there, Brian saw me and he was like, "Aren't you supposed to be doing first aid stuff?" And I was like, well, you know, I got a really great team of people working for me. And so if it wasn't for that great team of people, then I wouldn't have been able to go with Randy today. And so I just want to give a shout out to every single person that is helping me over there. It is with them that we have that amazing tent, or keep saying tent, it's a trailer. Whatever it is, med tent, clinic, whatever you want to call it, it's over there. Do you want to go first about the meeting?
My name's Randy Jackson. I'm from Haines, Alaska, and I had opportunity today to go meet with my congressman, Dan Sullivan. Brian was gracious enough to come down with me, even though we couldn't live stream it. And Brian called me, said, "Hey, if you want me to come into that meeting, I will." And I felt I was comfortable going in there by myself, hopefully to represent the voices that are out here today. Two things I took away from that meeting. If you have an ability to contact your congressman or your representative, do so. Brian and his team will come to you and will help you organize that as best they can. And a big shout out to all the people that called Dan Sullivan's office and gave him an earful for not going on live stream with us. Hell yeah. It's real hard to get a word in edgewise with a professional politician, but Rachel and I did our part. We gave them our two objectives. I won't preach to the choir. You know what those objectives are. We also gave Dan Sullivan a face to put with this group here. Okay? Maybe my face ain't as good looking as y'all, but it was there. And I want everybody to go out there and find their congressman, find their representative, and put in that effort. Get on the phone, get on the email, light them up. Let them know we're here. I also told Dan, we're here. You want to come down here, you call me. I will make sure any morning, any evening, you can get up on this stage and speak. He will do it because he did it for the truckers up in Alaska and Anchorage when they had the Freedom Rally. Okay? I may have spoke harshly when I called him a coward on the live stream today. However, actions speak louder than words. And I see here actions every day. I also want to give a big shout out to you people that were on the Beltway today. It was awesome. I'd also like to say thank you to the truckers that were the tip of the spear that brought us all here. And thank you for literally backing us up today. That was the best. When I came out here this morning, okay, I've been preaching a little bit. Maybe we need to change the way the convoy goes out. Somebody heard me maybe. I don't care. It happened. And it sounds like it worked out fairly well. Other than that, all I can say is Dan Sullivan does support our convoy. As Rachel pointed out to him, it better be 110%. And he agreed. He's also been on the Senate floor pushing to repeal the Emergency Powers Act. I'll give him credit for that. He's also been against the omnibus bill. He's made it clear he's going to vote no on that crap. So what little bit we can get out of our representatives that's honest and helpful to the American people, we will take. But if they don't stand up strong, listen to your voices, and start straightening this crap out, they're out of here. All right, that's all I got for you tonight. God bless America. Oh, and absolutely a big shout out to Rachel. She is one stand-up young woman. How's that?
Thanks. So I just want to there was a lot of stuff that we wanted to present to Senator Sullivan today, but we were kind of rushed when we were in the meeting with him. We spent probably about 45 minutes with his staff, and then he came in probably, 30 minutes with him? Probably a good 30 minutes with him. A lot of the stuff that we wanted to talk about, I'm not an Alaskan, I'm a Texan, and he made it clear he is there for Alaskans. But the thing about it is these senators, they might be for their states, but they are for the country, because if we lose federally, then these states lose. And so they need to do the federal fight. And one of the biggest things is religious exemptions for medical care workers. We fight tooth and nail. We made it a whole year through COVID without any medical professional having a vaccine, and now they're firing medical professionals. They're preventing medical professionals from getting jobs. I got hired at a hospital in San Antonio,